So, hi friends, today I have something for you. See, this is a small gadget which I have taken help of my daughter to make it for you. See, this kind of a question you get in the exam, and they ask you what is this and what are its uses. So, let's start with this. This is actually a occluder. Can you see? Mostly it is black in color, but it can be even white. They have to be opaque because you have to cover the eye. So whenever we need to cover the eye, we are doing it with the help of this occluder. So the most important thing that we are doing it with the help of this occluder are the cover test. So basically I'll be talking about the cover, uncover test and the direct cover test today. Now, first I'll talk about the latent squint. Latent squint means the squint is there, but it is not manifesting. If squint is there and it's not manifesting, that means something is hiding it. And that something is actually the fusion. Still, the fusion is there, and that is why the squint is not manifesting itself. Now you already know the grades of binocular single vision. These grades are, first is simultaneous perception, then is fusion, and then is your stereopsis. So if I am not able to do the simultaneous perception from both the eyes, obviously there will be no fusion and therefore there will be no single vision. So what I am doing, I am covering one eye. Now which eye am I? Obviously when it's a latent squint, you do not know which eye is having squint. So you can cover either of the eye. So one by one we will be going with it. So I have covered any one eye of the patient like this. Now I don't know whether the squint is there in this eye or not. So the moment you cover it, if it was having a squint, the eye will deviate. Why eye will deviate? When you cover the eye, we have broken the simultaneous perception. Because you are not able to do the simultaneous perception, there will be no fusion and no stereopsis. So if the eye was under the squint, it was not having that fusional reserve, the eye will deviate. Now this deviation can be convergent, it can be divergent. Eye can be deviated inward also, eye can be deviated outward also. You don't know this. Now the moment you uncover it, okay, it is a cover uncover test. The moment you uncover it, again there is a simultaneous perception. Again there will be fusion and therefore squint will be hidden. So what will happen? The moment I remove it, eye will move to take its original position. Now this is the most important thing. When eye will move to take its original position, this is actually called as the recovery movement. This is called as recovery movement. And this recovery movement is always in the opposite direction. So if eye was deviated outward, it will be moving inward to take its original position. So in divergent squint, the recovery movement will be inward. If the eye was in the convergent squint, it will move outward to take its original position. So the convergent squint eye will move the outward. This is the cover uncover test and how the recovery movement will help you that what kind of squint it was. And that is why this simple cover uncover test not only helps you in diagnosing that there is a squint or not, also it helps you to know the type of the squint. Now if the patient is already having a manifest squint, you can see the squint, then what can we do? Now we have to cover the normal eye. If you are seeing the squint in this eye, I will cover this eye. So now this eye, okay, will become the only fixating eye. It is having a squint. So now what it will do? It will move. Now if you can see a movement in this squint eye or in the uncovered eye, that means I am sure that this eye was having squint. And again, by the direction of this movement, you can know that which eye, which kind of squint it was having, whether the divergent squint or it was a convergent squint. Now sometimes you must have heard that there is a alternate squint also. So for that we can do this cover uncover test, or we can do the direct cover test alternatively also. So one time I'll cover this, I see the movement of in this eye, other time I'll cover this and I see the movement of this eye. So that means I have cover and cover test also. I have a direct cover test for the manifest squint, and then third is your alternate cover test for the alternate kind of squint. First of all, it is used in the latent squint also. Then it is called as cover and cover test. It is used in manifest squint also. In the manifest squint, it can be a direct cover test. If you are covering the normal eye, it can be the alternate cover test if I am covering one by one. Second thing, not only I can know the squint, I can also know the type of squint by the direction in which it is moving. So these are the simple three kind of tests, and accordingly we will name it as cover uncover test, direct cover test and the alternate cover test. So I hope this point is very clear to you. For further clarifications, do write to me. Any other feedback you want me to add on, your feedback is very valuable, and I will be more than happy to help you. Thank you and bye bye.